At DC Fandom 2021, we finally got another look at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, the next game from the team behind the Batman Arkham series, Rocksteady Studios. Here's everything you need to know about the upcoming co-op action game. For more on Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Confusingly, Suicide Squad is going to be a continuation of the Arkham games, while WB Montreal's Gotham Knights is set in a completely different universe. In the latest Suicide Squad trailer that debuted at DC Fandom, there were a bunch of callbacks to the original Arkham games. Suicide Squad takes place after the events of Arkham Knight, and Rocksteady co-founder and creative director Sefton Hill has said that some narrative threads established in that trilogy will pick up in this game, even though the Suicide Squad was introduced in Arkham Origins, WB Montreal's oft-maligned prequel. In Kill the Justice League, Brainiac has attacked Metropolis, so Task Force X, or Suicide Squad, leader Amanda Waller sends her group of criminal misfits to the city to take out the alpha target, who is revealed to be Superman, under the mind-controlled effects of Brainiac. We also see Green Lantern, Flash, and Wonder Woman, which accounts for 4 of the founding members of the League. Although we see a car with Batman's symbol on it, the Dark Knight doesn't actually show up, which makes sense, because canonically speaking, he's supposed to be dead. Or at least that's what he wants the world to think. The 4 playable members of the Suicide Squad are Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and everyone's favorite, King Shark. Harley Quinn will sound familiar to anyone who's played Arkham City or Knight, as voice actress Tara Strong is reprising her role. We last saw Harley getting locked up at the end of Arkham Knight, so it's possible that Task Force X leader Amanda Waller sprung her for this job. The trailer does begin with a trip to Arkham Asylum, after all. She gets around with a grapple and has her signature baseball bat in hand. We've also had a run-in with Deadshot in the Arkham games. He was hired by Hugo Strange in Arkham City to assassinate political targets inside the place, and there was a side mission where you captured him. He was arrested by GCPD and then later freed, but they kept his equipment. King Shark also has a very recognizable voice. He's played by WWE wrestler Samoa Joe. Suicide Squad mastermind Amanda Waller will be calling the shots. While Waller did appear in Arkham Origins and Arkham Origins Blackgate, she's now being voiced by Deborah Wilson, who you might recognize from Jedi Fallen Order or Telltale's Batman. We also caught a look at what looks like Gizmo in the latest trailer. He's a tinkerer that usually has run-ins with the Teen Titans, but seems to be appearing in Suicide Squad to act as a sort of cue for the squad. In terms of enemies, Brainiac is the big bad we've seen so far, invading Metropolis and bending Superman's will to his own. Ironically, this isn't exactly the first time we've seen this play out in recent games. Superman turned evil in the first Injustice, and in the sequel everyone teamed up against Brainiac. We've also caught a glimpse of the Flash and Green Lantern, who are clearly all under Brainiac's spell. However, it seems like Wonder Woman may have escaped the same fate, as she can be seen fighting Superman in some blink and you'll miss it moments. The Penguin also seems to have some sort of run-in with the squad, but it's not clear yet if he was in Metropolis on business, or if the game takes us to Gotham City. Suicide Squad can be played in 4-player drop-in, drop-out online co-op. If you fancy playing it alone, the other members of the squad will be controlled by AI, and you can switch between them at will. As I mentioned earlier, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is being made by Rocksteady Studios, who are most famous for the Arkham games, Asylum, City, Knight, and VR. It's been a long time since we've seen a new release from them, as Arkham Knight was in 2015 and VR followed in 2016. In terms of key developers working on the game, it looks like Arkham director Sefton Hill is on board as creative director. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will launch on PC, Xbox Series X/S, and PlayStation 5 in 2022.